Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
All right, let's do it. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Well, let's just get right to this. That was gut-wrenching watching that last night.
Yeah, it was.
So hard. And then this morning, they opened the Today Show. They played the whole thing, the duration of it. Oh, wow. That was like their first segment. No edits, nothing. Just
If you're wondering what the heck we're talking about,
Yeah.
it's Savannah Guthrie and her family posting the video. I'm talking about their mom and also talking to the possible hostage taker.
Yeah. So, the Today Show host, Savannah Guthrie, recorded a video with her siblings saying, hey, Nancy, we love you. And whoever took her, just bring her back. We'll talk.
Yeah, man.
Our mom is our heart and our home. She's 84 years old. Her health, her heart is fragile. She lives in constant pain. She is without any medicine. She needs it to survive. She needs it not to suffer. We too have heard the reports about a ransom letter in the media. As a family, we are doing everything that we can. We are ready to talk.
Whoa.
Mommy, if you are hearing this, you are a strong woman. You are God's precious daughter, Nancy. We believe and know that even in this valley, He is with you. Everyone is looking for you, Mommy, everywhere.
Yeah, man. Okay. So I saw different commentators last night say they've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, it does seem like I've seen something like this before, but they're right. I saw it in movies.
Yeah.
or there'd be some random custody issue that came up and the child was snatched or whatever. But this is weird that 84-year-old woman.
It's rare that someone elderly is ever taken hostage.
Yeah. I mean, again, theories abound. Theories are all over the place.
Sure.
So what's yours?
God, I hate saying it almost. I feel like
Well, you did yesterday.
I know what I did today when you came in. Okay. And again, I don't know if this has a
No, we don't know.
ounce of any truth to it at all. I'm looking at that son-in-law, though. I'm looking at that guy.
Be Savannah Guthrie's brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law or whatever he is to the sister. I don't know if they said, some people say they weren't married. I don't know. So I don't know what the deal is with this guy. But I'm looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Los Angeles television station yesterday said he was the main suspect. And then they just erased that.
Yeah.
Like
They backed off.
Like it never happened, right?
They were, because they were quoting News Nation, Ashley Banfield.
Right.
That's what KTLA was reporting off of. It wasn't their own reporting that they were
that part of it. And then you go back to motivation. Who would be motivated? Who would want to do this? What's the motivation for kidnapping an 84-year-old woman?
Money.
Yeah, I mean,
Could be.
Exactly. And then I think, well, if she is still alive, and I hope she is, but if she's not, then there's going to be life insurance, and I would imagine there's a big wad of money coming to those kids.
So you're saying Savannah's brother-in-law
for the dough
would benefit.
And this could be a Fargo thing. The guy's got gambling debt or whatever. I don't know. I don't know anything other than I suspect it was someone she knew. The cops do too.
Yeah, because the cameras were smashed.
It's just everything is so bizarre.
Well, as far as Ashley Banfield, and she used to be with CNN, if you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, she appeared on Megyn Kelly's show yesterday. Was talking about the brother-in-law.
Okay.
I've had it happen a million times, and they don't want to release that publicly at this point. They're not naming him publicly at this point. That's how I look at that. Listen, I said very carefully, may be prime suspect at this point. I did not say they've got their suspect at this time. That's not what my source said. I understand that they're doing their work, and they want to probably keep him talking. You know how it works. The minute somebody stops talking and they get a lawyer, it's harder. The work is a little bit harder.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
you're taking any information you see.
And again, I mean, like she said, you tread lightly with this stuff because you don't know anything. It's just got, and I probably watch too much TV at the crime shows too.
Yeah, but I mean, she's talking to sources.
Yeah, and I imagine her
this is what's
sources are
going on.
good. I mean, she's not a lightweight,
No?
but it is. It's sad, disturbing, and fascinating all at the same time.
Yeah.
It's
That is
just
true.
Bizarre. Yeah.
So, of course, anything happens.
And
Let you know.
and I told you too this morning when I came in. I said, when I watched this video, I mean, it's so sad when you watch it. These people are, and particularly Savannah, grief stricken.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, openly grief stricken, like we all would be in the similar situation.
Yes.
And it puts those people in this. They're really they're human beings. They're like everybody else.
Sure.
She's just Savannah Guthrie. She's got a high profile gig and makes a ton of money.
Yes.
But besides that, they've got family, they've got moms, they got siblings, they got kids. You know what I mean? So they're just, but this humanizes them.
Yes.
I mean, it's just, when you see somebody that's a daughter that's just grief stricken, it's not Savannah Guthrie anymore. It's a daughter.
yeah.
And it's just, and again, now resources, are they able to acquire more resources? Yes, because she's Savannah Guthrie.
And the thing is, I mean, as far as social media goes, I haven't seen anyone, like, from conservative circles, like, applauding this at all. Everybody's got the same feeling.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
And maybe I shouldn't even bring this up, but if this was Ainsley from Fox,
Oh,
and this was her mom, can you imagine what it would be
no.
like on
Right.
social media?
Yeah.
no.
It would be ugly.
Yeah.
Well, the awful people would come crawling
Oh,
out again.
goodness,
and
yes.
they're out there, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll keep
it's
you
like
up to
the
date on
tip
that.
line. All these jackasses are calling with these tips on
yeah.
Who got her mom, and they're, the punking, and they're doing all the nutty stuff.
Yeah.
It's mean.
It's awful.
And, you'll never be able to track these idiots down because they're gutless. But anyway.
All right. So then we've got Minnesota. That's an ongoing story, at least for the time being.
Yes.
And Trump was doing an interview, David?
Yeah, he talked with NBC News and was asked about the situation in Minneapolis and lessons that they've learned so far in what's going on.
Okay.
What did you learn?
I learned that maybe we can use a little bit of a softer touch, but you still have to be tough. These are criminals. We're dealing with really hard criminals. But look, I've called the people. I've called the governor. I've called the mayor, spoke to them, had great conversations with them, and then I see them ranting and raving out there, literally as though a call wasn't made.
Right. Because they're afraid of losing their base.
Mm-hmm.
If all of a sudden they're cooperating with Trump,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, they're kicked out of the club. They can't have that.
Well, it happened just last week when there was this sort of deal being made about a potential drawdown and the allowance of ICE to go into local jails.
Yeah.
People ran over to Tim Walz's office and started protesting.
Yeah, they did.
Dude, these are paid activists.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. They want to keep the illegals here. I think we all know why.
Yes.
It's the voting block.
Yes.
And there's also the census.
Yes.
And you're going to be losing delegates if all of a sudden these people don't count.
You're going to lose congressional seats.
Yes.
You can't have that.
So this is coordinated and paid for.
Yeah.
Of course, if we had a real media, they would report on those things, but we don't.
And they find the two weakest men ever to implement the plan because they know they can.
That's true.
What did John Kennedy call him the other day? Senator Kennedy, Walz. He's a less masculine version of Hillary Clinton.
Yes, you told me that. Yeah. Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty accurate.
Well, and as far as the 700 that was talked about yesterday from Tom Homan pulling them back, for clarity's sake, J.D. Vance was telling people, you know who the 700 were there for?
When Homan says we're drawing 700 people down, those are the people who were protecting the ICE officers as they went out and did deportations and immigration enforcement. Most of the people that we have in Minneapolis, they're not doing immigration enforcement. That's true even after the 700 drawdown. Most of them are protecting the immigration officers from the mob that's forming around them. The reason why Minneapolis was so chaotic is because we had to have all these extra officers doing the job the local police wouldn't do. If the local police are willing to step up a little bit, I think that's a good thing, not a bad thing.
Yeah, it is. So I don't look at them like all of a sudden saying, okay, we're not going to deport anymore. It's not that at all, as far as I can tell.
No, it's security.
Full steam ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, there was some protester that accidentally made the case for border security.
Yeah. So, a bunch of liberals in Minneapolis have been setting up roadblocks and checkpoints to try to stop immigration enforcement from happening. The local CBS station talked to one lady who is part of a checkpoint who is maybe the least self-aware human being on the planet.
All right, roll it.
We need to keep our neighbors safe, so we will be doing this again. We are literally creating a place that we know who's coming and going in and out of our neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Wow, imagine that. You might want to have some sort of border or a checkpoint at that border to make sure that whoever's going into your neighborhood isn't a threat to your neighborhood. Huh. If only we would apply that same logic to, I don't know, our whole country.
No one in your neighborhood is illegal.
Yes.
Hilarious, because you're on stolen land.
Yeah,
Have you
right.
seen those checkpoints, though, in operation?
Yes.
Yeah. It's unreal.
Oh, dude. I don't know how people don't
The
lose
license
it.
plates, your
Yes.
license plates matched up with a, what?
I know.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's totally crazy.
It is nuts. You got to pay to go through get to your house.
You're going to run into the wrong person at some point in time. It's a matter of time before that happens, and then it gets ugly. Who is launching an ad for Congress? This is the big mystery reveal from David Van Camp. Who?
This is the ShamWow guy, remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Vince Shlomi. He has officially released his first campaign ad.
Shlomi's my homie. That's what it is.
Against Republican incumbent John Carter, who is like 84 years old, in the Texas 31st Congressional District.
All right.
Hey, it's Vince. I'm running for Congress against this guy. Stop having a politician that's worse than Biden.
For discretionary funding.
Instead, vote for me, a guy who's not half dead. I'm gonna soak up the swamp, clean the house, and pick up those liberal tears at the same time. I'm gonna slap chop the nuts out of the woke, making less blue-haired commies and more red-blooded Americans. Vote for me so I can represent you and the ones that can't stand up for themselves.
Vote for ShamWow!
Paid for by offer Vince ShamWow Shlomi for Congress.
Okay, now this is a visual thing, but the vote for ShamWow, it's a picture of an ultrasound, and the unborn baby does a fist bump. It says vote for ShamWow.
That's pretty good, man.
I like the vote for somebody that's not half dead.
Yeah.
No kidding. So arrests could be coming in Georgia. We got to get to that and the 5 stories we're watching today. Coming right up.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-970-3355. That's 800-970-3355. 800-970-3355.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer. David Van Camp, the Millennial, and the Sexy Boomer. That's Scott Robbins. And now, the 5 stories we're watching today.
At number 5, former Vice President Kamala Harris has launched something called Headquarters, the new Gen Z-led progressive content hub.
Yes. What? She's back, baby.
What is it?
It's called Headquarters. It's a Gen Z-led progressive content hub.
Yes.
It's a Twitter account.
Yes. Yeah. It's a Twitter account. She's going to recruit people, and they're going to go barnstorming and these cities, and they're going to make sure that they get out the vote. And
so it's going to be a bunch of young women and unmasculine men.
Right. Yes. Well, yes, and she's tried to position herself as the Democrat choice, too, for the next presidential election.
I think it's just really funny because she was trying to position herself as more of like a centrist moderate.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And now it's like, well, no, now we are the Gen Z-led hub for progressive content. Oh,
right.
Oh, so you were lying.
God.
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets.
You're an old lady.
You're
over 60.
Yeah.
But she wears Chuck E. Tees, so that makes her cool.
Right. Right, exactly.
Yeah, got it.
Number 4, the Supreme Court is allowing California to use a new voter-approved congressional map that favors Democrats in the upcoming elections. Now, Justice Samuel Alito had previously noted that both California and Texas had adopted new maps for political advantage, but the court has ruled in the past that, well, that can't be used for the basis of a federal lawsuit. You actually have to have some sort of civil rights violation in order to sue. So they're like, well, hey, we're letting Texas move forward. I guess we got to let California, too. Number 3, despite new polling showing 71% of Democrats want voter ID passed, Senator Chuck Schumer is still calling it Jim Crow 2.0. All right.
The full court press is on with that, too.
Oh, yeah. Number 2, Homeland Security, the DEA, and San Antonio police made a huge drug bust. They seized 1,200 pounds of meth that was hidden in a lettuce shipment. Mm-hmm.
Man, this lettuce is making me feel weird.
And then number 1, I mean, this was gut-wrenching to watch last night, but Savannah Guthrie from NBC News put out a video late last night with her siblings begging whoever kidnapped her mom to let her go. President Trump has also sent federal law enforcement to the scene as well to try to bring an end to this.
I saw Elizabeth Smart, the girl that was kidnapped for 9 months and held. Her father said Savannah Guthrie did a great thing when you speak directly to the kidnapper. You're looking right at him and you're talking to him.
Well, it's...
And I'm sure that they were all coached to do that for law enforcement.
And that really helps.
And that's why you also had her calling her mommy several times, and then the sister was saying mama, mama. It's all about humanizing the victim.
Yes.
Man, I don't even want to say this.
We were talking about this stuff.
But off air.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a jerk even bringing it up.
Well, now you know why, I guess, huh?
Well, yeah, but I just don't know anybody that's older that calls their mom that's like up there in age mommy.
Well, I think that was probably told to them as part of the negotiating tactic to just say that word.
Yeah, I was wondering there.
But it comes off as strange.
It sounds strange when you say it because you're a grown person. Yeah, to call your mom mommy. I mean, I call my mom mama. I did that all the time.
Mama, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure, and again, you're talking about grief and a number of different things.
Right.
You're just making an observation.
Yeah, it's a tough thing all the way around. It was hard to watch it, though. It was really hard to watch it.
Yeah. And I'm sure, I don't even think we need to play the clip again.
Maybe later, if you haven't heard it. But.
You want to go through the gut-wrenching part again? Okay.
Well, no.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
We may have somebody who didn't hear it and is going, wow, I haven't heard that.
Miss a little, miss a lot on this show. I don't want to hear it again.
Catch it on the podcast right after the show.
It's brutal to listen to.
On most platforms. Some don't, but most do.
Yeah. All right, biggest story today, David?
I mean, that's up there, the search for Savannah Guthrie's mom, and also just there's a lot to get to in terms of what's going on in Georgia, because Fulton County officials there are saying we've been tipped off that somebody's getting arrested over the 2020 election.
Well,
you look at the stats on it, someone should be getting arrested. Yeah. It's
dang.
Yeah, we'll get into the numbers and all of that. And then there was a debate on CNN about it last night, which is hilarious because you start talking numbers. They're like, yeah, we got to go to break. We'll move on. We'll get to that. What's your story? Coming right up. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. So what's going on in Georgia?
Well, the FBI, of course, raided the elections hub in Fulton County, Georgia, and this is related to the 2020 election. Fulton County Chairman Rob Pitts says someone's given him a heads up that the FBI is preparing, charges.
Okay.
Well, I'm told that. I mean, I've gotten I received a call on Monday before last Wednesday, before the raid, that there were going to be arrests in Georgia. Secretary of State, his deputy, Sterling, I believe his name is, me, and 2 or 3 others. That did not happen on Monday. It didn't happen on Tuesday. But lo and behold, on Wednesday, the FBI shows up, but nothing happened. Now, after the FBI raid on Wednesday, on Friday, I received another call. Actually, it was this Monday. Same source saying that you guys can't relax, even though the FBI has been there and they've confiscated the 700 boxes. Arrests are coming. So we'll have to wait and see.
Wow.
The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for an election to steal. He was in a bind because his candidate was way behind. He was willing to make a deal.
Are you just going to play this out? I'm here for it, man.
I'm just riffing right now. I'm out now, yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the different numbers on this from the 2020 election in Fulton County. There's 148,319 absentee ballots counted. But only 125,784 voters are recorded as casting an absentee ballot.
Mm-hmm.
So there are over 25,500 more ballots counted than there were voters recorded having voted by absentee ballot.
Maybe if you voted early, it was double voting day, kind of like double coupon. Your vote counts twice.
Like a concert in your town is struggling and it's a 2-for-1 day?
2-for-1 day, yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
You know what the margin was there between Trump and Biden? It was under 12,000.
Wow.
And that was the third certified number and didn't match either of the first 2 counts. The counties could not get their numbers to match from the first count to the second to the third.
Oh, boy.
And that was never explained. Yeah. So on CNN last night, they're talking about this very thing. You got Abby Phillip and you got Scott Jennings there. And then you'll hear Breonna Lyman come in with some of the numbers, and then it seems like Abby Phillip wants to just shut down the facts.
Saying that Georgia was a fraudulent state, that he actually won when he did not.
Yeah, that's what he believes. I mean, he says the things that he believes, and obviously now there's a federal investigation going on.
Is he right or is he wrong?
I don't know. There's an investigation that a federal judge signed off on, so we'll find out.
Scott, you don't know? Scott, you used to know.
Yeah, you used to know.
What are you asking him? Is he right or is he wrong about?
About fraud in Georgia, that
In
whether he
2020.
won or he lost Georgia?
All the evidence we have right now is that Georgia was not fraudulent. However, my point was
Well,
that a
we have
federal judge,
evidence.
a federal judge just signed off on a warrant to go get evidence, and now there's an investigation going on. That was my point.
Well, to Scott's point really quickly, we do have evidence in Georgia, and I know people don't want me to cite my own reporting, so I will cite the Atlanta Journal-Constitution because it is left-wing. We know that during the 2020 recount, 3,000 ballots were scanned twice. The Secretary of State's office could not confirm if those were counted, though election integrity activists say they were counted. We know during the audit of the 2020 presidential election, there were, quote, several cases in which election workers mistyped vote totals or allocated votes to the wrong candidate. The state election board gave a slap on the wrist. We know that governor said it was fair.
Brianna, we'll move on from this for a second. But
Stop with all the facts and all that.
Don't bring
She's
that
terrible.
up. Yeah, no.
She's terrible.
Yes.
It just doesn't matter. That's the thing. You can argue till the cows come home with her. It's not going to matter.
Yeah.
She's going to keep pushing nonsense.
Yes.
That's just... Who watches that?
Not many.
Jeez.
Well, I sat in for the whole show last night.
Really? Did you really?
Are you freaking
I was
crazy?
just
Of course
gonna say,
not. I
what was
saw it on
wrong?
X.
What was wrong with you?
I'm never going to do that.
Overdose of gummies? What happened?
If the next contract talks are like, you got to watch an hour of that every night, I'm out. I am.
Yeah.
Forget this freaking job. There's no way I could sit through
You
that.
better have your tendon snipped.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Snip the tendon.
Papers. All right, it's that time of the show. We do it a couple of times a day. Go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. David, today, what's your story?
California governor and hopeful Democrat presidential candidate in 2028, Gavin Newsom, says his state is finally ready to start actually building that high-speed rail that people have been waiting on.
No.
For almost. Well,
Are you kidding me?
Closing in on 2 decades. Yeah, they've spent about $14 billion so far.
Yeah.
The total project's cost has skyrocketed to $120 billion. So voters approved $10 billion in California for high-speed rail in 2008. The cost is estimated to be about $120 billion, and they've already spent $14 billion.
On what?
There are 0 trains running, Scott.
Right. Are there any track weight, anything?
They've built aqueducts.
That's what for $14 million?
Yes. And they've done environmental surveys and all of that stuff. And
They put blankets out by the tracks for the homeless to sleep.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
But he's counting this as a win and tried to take a bizarre jab at the state of Texas.
Okay.
You know, eat your heart out, Texas, that abandoned their high-speed rail project. By the way, that project that was announced a year after this one, $50 billion. They just pulled the plug on it last year. Why the hell wasn't that a headline?
You're shaking your head, David.
Well, I'll let him finish, and
Okay.
then I'll explain.
They couldn't get anything done there. Big red state of Texas. Supposed to show us how to do it. They couldn't get a damn thing done.
Yeah.
And here you are, making progress. I'm just saying. Facts are stubborn things.
Yes. Oh, facts are actually stubborn things. So there's been Texas high-speed rail proposal and project for a high-speed train between Dallas and Houston. 0 state funds have gone towards it. 0. Because it's a private project, and actually it's illegal for the state of Texas to directly fund this high-speed rail project. They won't do it because of the cost overruns. So the project isn't terminated. What happened is that the Trump administration canceled a Biden-era grant for more than $60 million last year. That got redistributed to other infrastructure projects for the most part. So around $800 million from the private sector has been invested in the project. Where did he get that $50 billion from? Well, that was the estimated cost, which is, I think it's higher than that at this point, but 50 is about what they thought it would take to get the high-speed rail between Dallas and Houston.
Okay.
But that money hasn't been spent by anybody, and it hasn't been spent by the state. The state can't. The lawmakers legally cannot dedicate state funds towards this project.
See,
and
again,
Facts are stubborn things.
Yeah.
That guy.
No kid.
He's something, dude.
He talk about right out of central casting.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, jeez.
But you watch different women fall for it.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Well,
it's insane to watch.
Same ones that write letters to serial killers, And,
Yeah, the ones showing up outside of the courthouse whenever Luigi Mangione is.
When Mangione's there,
Yeah, that is true.
He's selling more merch than Motley Crue right now.
All right, Scott, what do you got for your story?
Among the many things the woke left has been notorious for doing over the last, 10 years or so, is either pushing for historical statues to be removed or taking it upon themselves to just vandalize it in the name of social justice. We've seen this happen time and time and time again. One of the big targets always seems to be, anyway, and I don't know if this is true of everybody, but are Christopher Columbus statues. They really hate those.
Oh, yeah.
They yank them down. They throw them in the river. They do all kinds of bad things. Donald Trump made the announcement he's planning to install a statue of Christopher Columbus on the White House grounds. God, I love that. According to 3 people with knowledge of the pending move, in the latest efforts to remake the presidential campus and celebrate the famed and controversial explorer. The statue is said to be located on the south side of the grounds by E Street, north by the way of the ellipse. 2 of the people said, although they cautioned that plans could change, the 3 people spoke on the condition of anonymity and speak on private discussions. Trump is going to put a statue of Christopher Columbus on the White House grounds.
That was what you were talking about earlier before the show. You're like, there are some things I love about this guy.
I love it because he just trolls them, and they'll lose their minds if that statue goes up. They will lose their minds.
That is true.
Golly, that's some fantastic stuff.
For my story, Olympics kicking off tomorrow. We were talking about, some of the favorite events that people like to watch.
Yeah.
The ski jumping comes up. I've always liked watching it. I had no idea, but I guess you figure in any sort of sport or game, someone's going to try to cheat to get an advantage.
Sure.
Did you know of the scandal in this sport, the ski jumping?
No.
Yes, I read about it this morning. It's incredible.
It was a crotch enlarging scandal.
Crotch enlarging?
Yes. The Norwegian team got caught adding extra fabric to their suits worn by their 2 top male athletes. You do this, it creates more surface area so the athletes can catch more air and glide longer and farther. And no joke, they say it can add several more feet to each jump.
Mm-hmm. So is it
almost like a parachute kind of?
Where's it located?
The crotch, Scott.
So it would be like a
crotch enlarging.
like a cod piece or something?
Well, it's just more fabric.
Yeah.
Like in between your legs.
So apparently one study found that for every 2 centimeters in suit size circumference, reduced drag by about 4% and increased lift by 5%.
I'll be done.
So even a 2 centimeter change in the suits was equivalent to an extra 5.8 meters in jump length. And so
difference between medaling and not.
Yeah.
And so now, to prevent any cheating, each athlete will have a tamper-proof microchip in their suit, and then 3D scanning technology that will be used to measure the space between their legs. Yes.
Okay.
But there's other methods that they can employ to increase the crotch size.
Yes,
there's other methods?
Like injecting hyaluronic acid into their genitals.
Yes.
So what, it expands?
Well, it doesn't shrink, Scott.
No, but I mean, what's the expansion like? Are we talking...
Again, 2 centimeters is 6
2
meters.
centimeters.
Enough to get 5 extra feet or meters.
Yeah.
How long does it stay that way?
That I don't know.
Can you rendezvous real quick?
I did look into this because they give them the shots in the peeper, and they do that for the official suit sizing. So they take that shot, it kind of balloons up. Then they've got that expanded crotch area, and then it goes back to normal size, but the suit has already been fitted for them, so they get around the rule.
Yeah.
How about that?
Scott, do you have any hyaluronic acid in your your body?
Never heard of it before. But
actually, it's produced by the body.
Will I jump higher then too? And
maybe
speak Spanish, or what happens to me?
You start sounding like James Earl Jones, apparently. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, people will come, Ray. People will most definitely come after my shot.
Oh, boy. The wording on that. I'm going to move on.
No, I didn't mean it like that. You know that I didn't mean it like that.
I understand. Did you know that this acid that the body produces is known for holding 1,000 times its weight in water?
Golly.
It's widely used in skincare for hydration and in medicine. The things you learn just from reading about.
The things I learned on this show I didn't know before.
Yeah. It's a natural, gooey, lubricating substance produced by
Is
the
it?
body. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it is. I'm telling you.
Really?
And then they inject it in there. Golly.
Dang.
So, yeah. I wonder if they're going to talk about that in the broadcast with the ski jump. We'll see. All right. Got to get to a news update. And Nimrods in the news coming up.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Flu season has arrived, and according to the CDC, doctors' visits due to flu symptoms are the highest in 30 years. You can trust Exergen's new TAT 2000C Plus to give you accurate and reliable temperature readings for the whole family with just a gentle forehead scan. The Exergen thermometer technology has been proven accurate by more than 100 published clinical studies. And right now, the new Exergen TAT 2000C Plus is available on Amazon for less than $20. That's Exergen, EXERGEN, on Amazon. Visit Amazon.com for Exergen today.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-970-3355. That's 800-970-3355. 800-970-3355.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Sunday it is. Big game day. It's almost here. And this is it, man. This is your last shot to cash in on football before we start yapping about our fantasy teams and how much they tanked this season. That's where Prize Picks comes in. It's America's #1 sports picks app. And honestly, it's a whole lot of fun, too, because it always feels good to be right. So here's how it works. It's real simple. You pick 2 or more players. You decide if they'll go more or less on their stats, and boom, you're in. And right now, you use code MVCR, and Prize Picks gives you $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Not later. You get it right away. They've also added a special new social feed feature, so this is great, too. It's kind of like stealing good ideas. You can copy winning lineups with one click, follow other users, even tailor fade picks, too, from Prize Picks partners. And now they've got something called early payouts, too. So if your guy starts hot and you don't have to wait, you can cash out before the game's even over. So download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MVCR. $50 instantly in lineups after you play your first $5. That's code MVCR. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Okay, David. Trump is talking and saying life would be less exciting if what?
Well, if he just said he would leave office at the end of his term. He was asked about this by Tom Yamas on NBC.
On January 21st, 2029, do you see any scenario where you are still president?
I don't know. It would be interesting. But wouldn't it be terrible if I agreed with, if I gave you the answer that you're looking for? It would make life so much less exciting, right? It would be so much less exciting. But I only do this for one reason. Make America great again.
The trolling on him, he is unstoppable.
He is one of the greatest trollers of all time, you would have to say.
Timer.
Yes. All right, we got to get to Nimrods. Here we go.
When the going gets tough,
Damn it, this is too hard.
the dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrods in the news. We go to North Carolina. Kinston, former employee there, broke in to a Little Caesars. Why? Well, Jonathan Hackett, he's 41, opened the place back up and started selling pizzas and pocketing the money.
No, there you go.
We don't know from the reporting how many pizzas he sold or what he charged, but he got caught. Why? Because he tried to do it a second time. Showed up again on Sunday, but he showed up too early. And employees were still there and got into a fight with him. And they beat him up pretty good from the mugshot. He got a black eye.
Hey.
And he's facing 3 felony charges for breaking and entering, larceny, obtaining property. He's in a bunch of trouble. Plus, there was a curfew because of the snow, so they tacked on that charge, too.
Pizza.
And that's Nimrods in the News.
Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. It's like the lead news story everywhere is Nancy Guthrie. And just waiting for any sort of updates. The president posted on social media.
Yeah, he said, I spoke with Savannah Guthrie, let her know that I am directing all federal law enforcement to be at the families and local law enforcement's complete disposal immediately. We are deploying all resources to get her mother home safely. The prayers of our nation are with her and her family. God bless and protect Nancy, all caps, President Donald J. Trump.
That was well done.
It was.
That is that thing, again, I mentioned it earlier, where I don't see anybody from conservative circles like getting any joy out of this at all. And how could you if you have a heart?
No.
It's just awful. And then seeing Savannah Guthrie give that statement with her brother and sister, it was heart-wrenching.
Yeah. It really humanized things.
Yes. If it were a conservative female news host, I don't think they would get the same treatment on social media from those on the left. And that's unfortunate, but I think we all know the score on that now.
Yeah. No, they wouldn't. No, that's an absolute.
Yeah. So we're just waiting for any other updates.
I mean, the
on
way
that
the
story.
left looks at this, too, is you're not human.
That is true.
You know,
it's dehumanizing people. That's part of the whole tactic.
That's what they do.
Yes.
And that's how they live. So, I mean, look at the protesters. I mean.
But yes, there are a lot of people that have been brainwashed to believe that ICE agents are like Nazis. That's insane.
And they believe that anybody that doesn't think like them deserves to die.
A lot of times, yes.
Yeah, that's part of the culture.
Yeah. It's awful.
Mm-hmm.
Other news out there. Man, the left and the Democrats are going to be fighting this voter ID law.
Yeah.
Like crazy. I mean, they're giving the game away to anyone that's paying attention.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
And if the Republicans can't pass this, honestly, they're useless.
Yeah.
They're 100% useless if they can't get this passed.
Well, and they're talking about, well, you know, we don't want to get rid of the filibuster, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, the next time Democrats get an opportunity to do it, they're going to.
Everybody knows it.
They would have last time had it not been for, John Fetterman and Kyrsten Sinema?
Yeah.
I mean, they would have done it.
Yes.
Or Joe
That's
Manchin,
true.
I think, maybe. But anyway, yeah. It was like they were inches away from getting that done. And if you think that if they retake the Senate, whether it's the midterms or in 2 years, whatever, they are going to get rid of the filibuster. You might as well start coming to terms with that. I don't like it. I know you don't like it. But you got to face reality. And if we let Democrats rig elections and just sort of have the free-for-all voter, And it's just, you can't do it. I agree with you. If you don't have the stones to recognize what is going on right now,
you
are useless.
Well, and I've heard different people talk about how it's going to end up being up to John Thune.
Yeah.
To get it done. And let the Democrats yap about it for a month and do the vote.
Yeah.
But you got to pass this.
Yeah.
And again, well, what about all the different donors to these Republican causes that really like the cheap labor?
Yeah.
Stop with that. You've been doing it for decades.
Well, and then, and again, you're making an ad for the GOP because overwhelmingly the American people say, yeah, this has to be done.
Yes, it's a
every
slam dunk.
Demo, every color.
Yes.
By the way, says exactly the same. And it's not even close, by the way. So go ahead and oppose it.
Well, and you got, Chuck Schumer out there talking about, it's Jim Crow.
2.0
yeah,
nonsense.
I actually thought this was kind of surprising because M. Snow or Ms. Now or whatever had Democrat Senator Chuck Schumer on this morning, and they were talking about a nationwide voter ID requirement being proposed. And the interviewer brought up the polling that shows this is a runaway popular issue with the American people.
Even people that watch that stupid show.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
95% of Republicans, but also 71% of Democrats like this idea. So why do you not?
It's Jim Crow 2.0. And I called it Jim Crow 2.
Dude, that's the best you got. You're leading with your talking point.
He's done this 100 times before, thinking about with other stuff. It was Jim Crow 2.0.
Yeah, right.
But doing it this long and you still suck that bad at it?
Yeah.
Golly.
And I called it Jim Crow 2.0, and the right wing went nuts all over the internet. That's because they know it's true. What they're trying to do here is the same thing that was done in the South for decades to prevent people of color from voting. For instance, if you change, you're a woman who got married and changed your last name, you won't be able to show ID and you'll be discriminated against.
Oh,
if you can't find a birth certificate or a proper ID, you'll be discriminated against. This is vicious and nasty. And I said to our Republican colleagues, it will not pass the Senate. You will not.
You can't get on a plane.
Right.
What are you talking about? It's vicious and nasty.
You will not get a single Democratic vote in the Senate. We're not reviving Jim Crow all over the country.
Oh, my gosh. You got to be monumentally stupid to believe what he's selling there.
Yeah.
He's a terrible salesman, too, by the way.
He is. I mean, his time's running out. I think we all know that.
But I mean, and again, get specific about this. That's nonsense. What he just said is nonsense.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Again, we've covered this a million times. Do people know where the DMV is? Yeah, they know where it is. You're calling people you're stupid because they can't figure out how to get an ID.
Yeah.
Shut it. The only reason you wouldn't get an ID is if you're here, I don't know, illegally.
Right. But no one is illegal.
Right, I know.
On stolen land.
Well, what you do is if you're here illegally, you just drive your semi that you're licensed to drive for some reason or unlicensed to drive, and you show up at the polling place. Hey, I can drive this semi. I'm legal.
Yeah. Boy, I want to play a clip that's like refreshing. This is Heather McDonald. Is she with City Journal? I forget what think tank she's with. She's very smart, and she looks at demographics. And she was one of the few people, like, we're going like 6 years ago, to talk about, during the whole, George Floyd riot era, that hold on a second, here are the actual studies when it comes to crime and death, and out there, telling the truth, but no one wants to hear because it was too offensive. She's talking to John Stossel about young men and how they've been falling behind. But then she gets into some other things, and I just wanted to get your reaction to it. Roll it.
She says are against free speech.
When you ask people, which do you value more, academic freedom, there's no overlap. A vast majority of males choose the pursuit of truth, academic freedom, whatever the cost. The females favor emotional safety and equity.
Yes. So she's talking about the difference now between men and women, because especially in the last few months, people have noticed, holy smokes, these liberal women are out of control. all these protests and everything else, and she's talking about what they believe.
So what? Both are good qualities.
No, they're not. The university exists for the pursuit of truth.
Men and women, she says, should fight this trend.
It's going to take more parents willing to stand up for their sons who are getting screwed at academic institution after academic institution. It's going to take more CEOs not to be browbeaten by their wives.
By their wives?
Females are overwhelmingly far more left-wing, and they push their husbands to buy into the poison of identity politics.
So why is that?
Why are females more left-wing? I can't tell you, but it is absolutely the case.
So this has been fun for me to watch the reaction from both of you guys at the same time.
Well,
Robbins
yeah.
goes hands to his head, and David just like looks down and starts shaking his head. So what did you think of what was talked about there?
We know people that this is affected like that.
Yep.
That have been browbeaten
Yes.
in their relationship.
Yes.
And they're little whimpering dogs then.
Yes.
Please. Okay, whatever. You know, they'll do it. They'll bend the knee constantly.
Yeah.
And this is the problem. I've seen it happen a number of times. You have too. Some people we collectively know together.
Yes.
Just what happened to you, man?
But then if those same people, you have sons, it's working against them.
Well, yes.
And it is this case of toxic empathy with women. That you see it all over the place, especially in Minnesota, and when you see people coming out to all these protests. And then you got, really unhappy people. Then at some level, you got the green hairs and the, 80 piercings on the face. I mean, not exactly like sunshine in people's lives, you can tell.
No.
By the
they're humorless.
stuff they spew out on social media.
The world is beating them down so hard, it's hard to celebrate anything. They're just broken. They're broken.
But you also have this need to be a part of something.
Well, yeah, I mean,
and you think in some way in your twisted mind that you're doing something good.
Yes. Well,
but it's just going to take common sense and people to stand up.
You're virtuous, and that's what you are. You're virtuous. You stand for good. Yeah. These people are evil on the other side. I mean, it's crazy. But I can go on my social media pages now, my social media page itself, and I can find 5 of exactly what you're talking about. People I've known my entire life, who all of a sudden just went crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I know exactly. I can even tell you who you're talking about.
They're holding signs and they're yelling and it's nuts. It's like, what happened here?
Right. Well, and that takes me to this other piece that I just happened to read today. I'll get into it, sometime here in the next half hour when we have time. And it was this whole bit from, I saw it at Real Clear Health, and it's about the science of happiness.
Oh.
And how the latest research is pretty much what you would think. And it's been around, for a century. But people don't follow the prescription, is basically it. But we can get into that. I want to get into this clip, David, you had from Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Talking about the Epstein email.
Well, yeah, because he was the subject of a Jeffrey Epstein note to himself where Epstein was mad because Bill had wanted to secretly slip his wife STD drugs after he caught the old crotch rot from Russian hookers. Bill was asked about this by 9 News Australia.
Oh.
No doubt seen the allegations, including some of them from the last 24 to 48 hours. Are they true?
No, apparently Jeffrey wrote an email to himself. That email was never sent. The email is, false. So I don't know what his thinking was there. Was he trying to attack me in some way? But, it just reminds me, every minute I spent with him, I regret and I apologize that I did that.
The problem is some of the things that he has sent and some of the information about other people that has come up in those files has been true. Why would he do this and say this about you, do you think?
It's factually true that I was only at dinners. I never went to the island. I never met any women. And so, the more that comes out, the more clear it'll be that although the time was a mistake, it had nothing to do with that kind of behavior.
You're not buying what he's selling.
Of course not.
Why was it a mistake if you did nothing wrong? I don't
Exactly.
understand that.
I mean, Jeffrey had dinner and went bowling. I mean, there was any women. I don't know.
Yeah. I like the fact that there was actually a follow-up from a reporter. That was refreshing.
Well,
like you're
also
not used to it anymore.
Very rare. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Couple of updates. The secret to happiness and the 5 stories we're watching today all coming up.
Surprise! Your expenses this month were way higher than you expected! Also, you forgot to renew your website domain and now you're in a bidding war!
You should see the look on your face.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Plus, the fridge died in the break room and now everything smells weird! All right!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Flu season has arrived, and according to the CDC, doctors' visits due to flu symptoms are the highest in 30 years. You can trust Exergen's new TAT 2000C Plus to give you accurate and reliable temperature readings for the whole family with just a gentle forehead scan. The Exergen thermometer technology has been proven accurate by more than 100 published clinical studies. And right now, the new Exergen TAT 2000C Plus is available on Amazon for less than $20. That's Exergen, EXERGEN, on Amazon. Visit Amazon.com for Exergen today.
All right, let's talk about the big game because it's almost here, and this is it. This is your last shot to cash in on football before we start arguing about, mock drafts and preseason rankings and all that. That's where Prize Picks comes in, and honestly, it's a lot of fun because it always feels good to be right. Here's how it works. You pick 2 or more players, decide if they'll do more or less on their stats, and boom, you're in. That's it. And right now, use code MVCR. And Prize Picks gives you $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup, not later, instantly. They've also added this new social feed feature, which is great. If you like stealing good ideas, you can copy winning lineups with one click. And now they've got early payouts. If your guy gets hot, you don't have to wait. You can cash out before the game's even over. Download your Prize Picks app today. Use code MVCR to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's code MVCR to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. And now, the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, number 5, former Vice President Kamala Harris has launched something called Headquarters, the new Gen Z-led progressive content hub. It's a Twitter account. Apparently they got a Substack too or something. Oh
my God.
I love you back.
Well, the craziest thing is that the website that they linked to said more content coming soon, and there's no content there.
No.
So it's like you didn't even make a splash.
So you forgot to upload it?
No, they just didn't have any. I think if you're launching this hub for progressive news, you should probably have something to tell people.
Well, yes.
Never let anyone take your joy from you.
Bad at this.
How
All
hammered
right.
are you? That's so drunky right there.
I call myself a joyful warrior.
Drunky. Uncly drunkly.
Yay!
Number 4, the Supreme Court is allowing California to use a new voter-approved congressional map that favors Democrats in the upcoming elections. Number 3, despite new polling showing 71% of Democrats want voter ID passed, Senator Chuck Schumer says it's Jim Crow 2.0. Number 2, Homeland Security, the DEA, and San Antonio police made a big drug bust. They seized 1,200 pounds of meth that was hidden in lettuce. Boxes of lettuce, and they had extra croutons, apparently. Number 1, Savannah Guthrie put out a video last night with her siblings begging whoever kidnapped her mom to let her go. President Trump has sent federal law enforcement and other resources to the scene as well.
The sheriff, by the way, just talked about, he's going through the whole timeline, and he mentioned that they think she is alive.
That's what he said, yeah.
Okay.
I think she's still out there.
Hope so, yeah. So those are the top stories that we're following today. Brickhouse Nutrition designed lean for frustrated dieters with 10 pounds or more to lose. So let's get you started. 20% off plus free rush shipping. Go to takelean.com. Use promo code MVCR to add lean to your healthy diet and exercise plan. That's MVCR at takelean.com.
Seattle, 4.5-point favorite over New England. Surprised?
A little, I guess. Seems like it's a bigger margin than I thought.
Are you going to be making any of the prop bets?
There's a lot of them.
Will Stephon Diggs propose to Cardi B after the game?
Oh, gosh.
Only 9% likely.
Yeah.
What they say. How about Bad Bunny? Is he going to expose a nipple during the halftime show?
Depends on what dress he's wearing.
That's true. You want to guess the percentage of likeliness of him exposing the nipple?
Yeah, what is it? 40%.
You'd say 40. What do you say, David?
85%.
It's 81%.
No kidding.
Yes.
Well, nipples out then.
Yeah.
Some money's on that.
And then what song will the Bad Rabbit start the halftime show with?
I have
Slow Ride.
No, it is not Slow Ride.
I can't name a single one of his songs, honestly.
I can't either.
So.
The odds-on favorite at 67% is TD Me Pregnudo.
Oh, okay, yeah. Probably the 12-inch version, too.
Maybe. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. TD Me Pregnudo.
How's it go?
I don't know. Okay. I want to know what it means.
It may mean something that we can't
David's looking
say
it up
on the radio.
I don't know.
Did you say Pregnudo?
Pregnado.
I'm sorry, is it Pregunto?
Pregunto, yes.
Yeah, Pregunto.
I prefer Pregnado. It sounds like a movie.
It's Auntie Asked Me.
Got it.
Like, what's Pregnudo?
I don't know where I put the in. I don't know where I got an in there.
I'm
Maybe
sorry,
I was thinking of Nuno Betancourt. I don't know. Pregunto.
You are Pregnudo.
But if your woman said to you, hey, TD me Pregunto, you'd think it was probably good, right? I don't know. News update and the secret to happiness and much more straight ahead. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Discombobulator. What is that, David?
That's what Trump has called one of the things used during the operation to take Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro. It was some sort of energy weapon or something. That's what's being talked about, at least. They knocked out equipment. One soldier said it physically hurt him. He felt... discombobulated. So that's why President Trump calls it the discombobulator. I don't know if that's...
Reading about that was amazing.
Yeah. Well, he talked about it a little. You know this guy wants to really spill the beans on like what this discombobulator is, but he knows he can't, but...
He's dying to tell you.
He talked
about the weapon, the discombobulator.
Yeah,
what is that?
discombobulator. Well, I'm not allowed to talk about it.
What does it do?
Let me just tell you, you know what it does? None of their equipment works. That's what it does. Everything was...
How does it...
It was my name. I'm very proud of the name. Everything was discombobulated. It was, practically a shot wasn't... they were ready.
Right.
And when we came, they couldn't do anything.
You saw this on the video. You could tell.
Tom, it discombobulated everything.
The discombobulator. It sounds like something off that old cartoon Phineas and Ferb, right? Like they're just makeup.
Yeah, the discombobulator. Or a Marvel
used to watch that
superhero.
show, yeah.
The discombobulator, rated R.
That's hilarious.
That's fantastic. What does it do then?
Well, we don't know.
I mean, does it freeze them or
all the equipment goes down?
Have them run around in circles? Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Wow.
It's total confusion. Everything shuts down.
The discombobulator.
Yes. By the way, speaking of Trump, the guy that tried to kill him got sentenced yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. Did you hear his lawyer out there, what he was trying to sell?
Oh, yeah?
That he's this remarkable person.
Oh, really?
Yes. All right, try to make sense of this. Go.
I think Ryan is a remarkable person. I think he did things that most of us would never even think to do. So, for example, for him to go to Ukraine and volunteer to join the front lines and be a soldier to fight against the Russian invasion, how many people would do that? And what does that say about his character? I will be filing a notice of appeal in this case.
Well, I think you look at the whole body of work, and including that, you would say the guy's a freaking nut.
Yep.
Yeah.
But, he went to fight.
Right.
And he wasn't just like all the people that put the flag up on their identifier on social media to virtue signal. He actually went there, which means he's even more of a nut.
Well, then, if I'm recalling correctly, the people who were there are sort of, basically mercenaries, turned him away.
Yeah.
They sent him packing because he was a nut.
Exactly. Yeah. Thought that was kind of interesting.
No, I don't know of any time in history. I'd have to go back some time because I don't know all of it, but I don't know any time in history when being a nut has been so celebrated.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now.
You're onto something, yes.
Being a complete lunatic now is like you get a merit badge for it. It's great. We don't call a nut anymore.
Well, we do.
Yeah, we do, but I mean, you know what I mean?
Yes, I do know exactly what you're saying. Okay, we're going to move on.
15 below zero, and you're carrying a sign, and you're chanting, and you're outside.
Because you think you want to be
you're a
part
lunatic.
of it. Yes. All right. It's that time. We go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. David, what's your story here?
I just thought this was really funny and might speak to Scott Robbins' heart. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe
awesome.
Jamie's too.
Okay.
There's a comedian named Dan Yang, and he has an idea after watching the Grammys.
Oh, okay. Roll it.
So I was watching the Grammys new artist performances, and I think we did it. I think we've run out of songs and song ideas. We don't need to be making music anymore. It's time to turn our attention to farming. We've already made all the music you can possibly make. I mean, we got white guy, no guitar, black guy with guitar, girls, one of every kind, all pretending to be Korean, pretending to be black. It's done. We've completed music. Now we have to turn our attention to farming and production. There's a lot more innovation to be made in the field of agriculture. Like, we got to put down the Pro Tools and pick up some real tools, like a Komatsu PC 210 LC11 hydraulic excavator. Singing and dancing in a back alley, that's not an art. 168 horsepower, 52,000 pound operating weight, now that's art. That's engineering. That's how we get ahead.
Well, Scott.
Well, you know what? I mean, on the surface, I realize it's comedy, but it kind of makes sense.
And we're done. We've accomplished music.
We've done, we can't, yeah, we win, all right? Let's just move on. Plant the flag and go. Let's conquer something else, right? Yeah, because we are, I mean, it's so, we're void of ideas. And the whole entertainment act, we're just void. The idea thing is gone.
Well,
they're making movies for 27 people now to see, and they win awards. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
There are some series that you can watch that are pretty well done, that are enjoyable enough. But as far as music goes,
yeah,
I mean, there's still new music that comes out that I like.
You've turned me on to some of it, yes.
I mean, you got to search for it, but there is some out there.
Right.
But we were talking today, well, this was before the start of the show. I'm talking about my own kids listening to stuff that I listened to or played on the radio 30 to 35 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, two of my kids have gotten into Alice in Chains in the last year. And that whole generation, like, there's a reason Creed is popular again. The height of their popularity was, 27 years ago?
Yeah.
28 years ago?
Yeah.
It's remarkable. It's because there's not a lot of good quality stuff coming out.
You know what the old adage, don't bore us, get to the chorus? I mean, that's
from the top 40 dorks.
But it's just like this whole disjointed sort of, well, there was a musicality that existed then. Yes.
Yes. But, I mean, you could be a
country guys still
rock
do it.
band. I mean, your favorite rock band is Rush.
Yeah.
That wasn't get to the chorus music, Scott.
There was hooks in there.
Yes, but I'm saying, you look at
I know. It's
listen
more
to
of a
Hemispheres, they're not interested in
well,
getting to the hook anytime soon.
Well, you got to have the 27-minute drum solo before you get to the chorus, all right?
See, that's not fair criticism, though, because
Well, it was Neil Peart. It was worth it, David. You got to recognize.
Yeah, that's the greatest drummer who ever lived.
All right, Scott, what do you got for what's your story?
This is one of those moral dilemmas. I'll throw this by you guys. A Nebraska high school teacher faces up to 20 years behind bars for having sex with a former student because he rushed too soon after she graduated.
Wait a second. Was she 18?
Yes. 6th grade teacher and wrestling coach Cody Fester, 26, started sending flirty texts to an 18-year-old on the day she graduated in May. It turned sexual 2 months later.
Okay.
The pair shared more than 13,000 often romantic texts. The teacher admitted having sex, including at least 6 times that July. Holy smokes. That's according to documents. Although the girl
Why do you say holy smokes?
Well, that seems to be that. Well, I mean, that's frequent. Yeah.
They're both young. 6 in a month.
Well,
is
that's what I'm saying.
Big deal.
Well, I'm just using as an example here.
6 in a week. That seems about on par for that age. But anyway, go ahead.
Although the girl, I didn't live your kind of life, unfortunately. Although the girl was above the legal age of consent, which is 16 in Nebraska, and no longer a student at the high school there, he was charged with breaking a state law that bans school workers. This is true. I've never heard of anything like this before. Banned school workers from having sexual relationships or contact with any students for 90 days after graduation.
So
whoa! He waited 40.
So not enough.
That's a law.
Wow.
Yeah, so he was arrested. He was taken into custody.
Man.
The teacher, who does not have a criminal record, was charged with sexual abuse.
Whoa.
The punishment is 20 years in prison if convicted.
That seems bonkers, man.
It does seem bonkers.
And people would say, well, it's creepy. You can say whatever you want, but illegal?
I mean, and he waited until they were out of high school before consummating the relationship. Now, the thing is, well, they were flirty with each other before that, so. But I'm like, man, he's 26, she's 18. Well beyond the age of consent in Nebraska.
Wow, man.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Follow
again,
this story up.
Yeah, creepy, but I think most people
I
just
mean,
say,
if it was
like,
your daughter, at 18, and there was a former teacher at 26 that she was dating right out of high school, yeah, you'd probably go, I'm not happy with that.
Well, man, I want to get to my story, but David, I don't know if you could look this up quick on the fly, because I got this other thing in front of me. And that is, if we went back 100 years, okay, what was the average age difference between a married couple? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Because I think it was much more than it is now. But I'm not positive.
I don't even know what the average is now. Probably, 3 or 4 years, would you say, the average?
Back then or now?
Now.
I'd say anywhere between
2 to 3, 2 to 4?
2 to 5.
Yeah, probably.
Something like that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I bet it would have been more than that 100 years ago.
Kind of imprecise, but the age gap on average was, well, about 5 years.
Okay.
That's not crazy.
No, but you talk to young people now, and if it's like a 24-year-old guy that talks about dating a 19-year-old, they're like, creepy.
Right.
Just saying, it's
But
just
a
different.
50-year-old dating a 42-year-old,
Yeah.
that's a different ballgame.
That's 8.
Yeah. Well, it's still a different ballgame.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, the older you get, the
Right.
less difference it
Yeah.
makes. But people got married a lot younger, too, 100 years ago.
Oh, that's true.
So yeah, we could get more into that later. Now I don't know if I have time to get into this or not. I got to. I'll pare it down. I just happened to see this thing looking at Real Clear Politics today. They also have, Real Clear Health. It's a great website. And I see this thing called The Science of Happiness. It's kind of interesting. So you look at it, and what these researchers did is they looked at Carl Jung, who is, the famous psychologist from Switzerland, well over 100 years ago. And then Arthur Brooks, who had a book that came out last year called The Happiness Files, compiled all these different studies together. And what they're finding is it's stuff that we've known for over 100 years. There's like the pillars of a happy life. And the first thing would be good physical and mental health. If you keep like a good weight, you're not overweight, and just mentally you pay attention to your mental health. Basically, I'm making it more simple than it is. Those two things, that's huge. Then it's your personal relationships. family, marriage, kids. There's always going to be, ups and downs, but if you can maintain it in a overall positive way, it's
I would
massive.
agree with that, yes.
Then a decent standard of living, not overabundance, but just decent and somewhat satisfying work. Basically, a sense of accomplishment and being useful to others often matters way more than money itself.
I agree with that, too.
Then, appreciating whether it be nature, it could be music if you're into art, whatever it is, something that you appreciate in that sort of way. And then if you have some sort of spiritual framework, that's what they're talking about. Faith, a lot of times, is what you're talking about. And if you have those basically 5 things, overall, you're a pretty optimistic, happy person. And so as I read that, I'm thinking to myself, all right, of all the different people I know, if they have mostly those things in play, anecdotally, it works out that way. Mm-hmm. And if you think about the people you know that are really unhappy, there is at least a couple things missing in that entire equation.
Yeah, their political party, that's one of them.
It might be.
Unhappiest people I know. Yeah.
Yes, it might be. There's more to it. You can find that, again, Real Clear Health. It's a really interesting piece. We're solving all the world's biggest problems today. What's next, David? I know we got a news update and Nimrods in the news in just a few.
Flu season has arrived, and according to the CDC, doctors' visits due to flu symptoms are the highest in 30 years. You can trust Exergen's new TAT 2000C Plus to give you accurate and reliable temperature readings for the whole family with just a gentle forehead scan. The Exergen thermometer technology has been proven accurate by more than 100 published clinical studies. And right now, the new Exergen TAT 2000C Plus is available on Amazon for less than $20. That's Exergen, EXERGEN, on Amazon. Visit Amazon.com for Exergen today.
You still thinking job change in the new year? Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy. IT? Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI. That's what I did. Really? How? Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up. Sweet. Are classes online or on campus? Both. Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Newsmax, you like Newsmax. I like it too. Newsmax has been terrific.
President Trump is right. Millions like you are tuning into Newsmax. You're watching Newsmax on cable. You're going to our streaming channel, Newsmax 2. And you're downloading our free Newsmax app on your smartphones and TVs. Reuters Institute says we're now one of the top news brands in the nation. Every night, watch great shows with Rob Schmidt, Carl Higbie, Rob Finnerty, and more as they expose the big media lies, the Washington swamp, and they're never afraid to talk about faith, freedom, and the values that made us great. Find out why Newsmax is the fastest-growing news channel in America. Make the switch today and join our news revolution. Get Newsmax on cable, on streaming, and download the free app today. It takes just seconds to start. Let President Trump know you stand with Newsmax. It's for real news, for real people. Make the switch today.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins talked about the weight loss injections because, the results look dramatic. You've seen people that have taken it. It's like, whoa. And it works by lowering blood sugar and crushing your appetite. Thing is, those injections are no fun for a lot of people. It's a hassle, and if you've read the fine print, there can be some pretty intense side effects. So if you're thinking, I'd like the results of that, but I don't want to sign up for, all that comes with it, you should check this out.
Yeah, doctors stepped up and created a weight loss supplement called Lean, and the results are remarkable. Lean uses studied ingredients that have been shown to help lower blood sugar, burn fat by converting it into energy, curb appetite and cravings so you're just not as hungry all the time. No injections, no prescriptions, no doctor's visits, just support for the things your body is already doing.
Now, listen up here. Lean is not for the casual dieter just trying to drop 3 vanity pounds. Nope. Brickhouse Nutrition designed Lean for frustrated dieters with 10 pounds or more to lose. So let's get you started right now. 20% off plus free rush shipping. Just go to takelean.com. Use promo code MBCR to add lean to your healthy diet and exercise plan. That's MBCR at takelean.com.
News update, David Van Camp.
Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos updating the media this afternoon on the disappearance or the abduction of Savannah Guthrie's mom, saying they do not have a suspect or person of interest. TMZ is saying one of the reasons they put out that video, or the Guthrie family did, is because in the version of the ransom note that they got, there are several deadlines, and one of them is coming up like very soon.
Wow.
So they want to get this thing done.
All right. Now we got to get to Nimrods. Here we go.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Dean.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrods in the News, we go to Australia. Queensland police released a video of a teen driving what would be 117 miles an hour.
Holy smokes.
Oh, yeah. And they lectured him, too. They were like not having it at all.
89 kilometres an hour over the speed limit. What could go wrong, you reckon?
You're 17. Dude, we're going to be calling your parents. You're 17. You got your whole life ahead of you.
I'd probably wake your mum up when you get home and sit down and talk to her about what happened tonight.
You're travelling at just over 51 metres a second at that speed. So you're travelling half a football field every second.
Oh, well, yeah. I got a need for speed, bro. And that's Nimrods in the News.
Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. News update, David Van Camp.
Well, in Arizona, the search is still on for the mother of NBC's Savannah Guthrie. The sheriff's department doing a press conference today saying they do believe that she's still out there. Not really sure why they believe that, but I'm hoping that they are correct in their assumption right now. They say they do not have a person of interest to identify at this moment. And what was interesting, a few questions were actually answered, at least ones that I had, about the timeline and timing of it. So the sheriff of Pima County was laying out the timeline. So around 5 o'clock or so on Saturday, she heads over to family's house for dinner. She gets back home. They say they got a garage door open alert and then close around 9:50 on Saturday night. And then we'll pick up the timeline where he's talking about then what happened a few hours later. And he'll answer some of the questions about surveillance footage that may be on the property as well.
Sunday morning, early morning at 1:47 a.m., the doorbell camera disconnects. At 2:12 a.m., software detects a person on a camera, but there's no video available. They had no subscription, and therefore it would rewrite itself, cut out. It just kind of loops, right, and covers up. That's what our analysis teams have told us. We're not done with that. We'll do all we can, but that's what it says. So it detects a person on camera. Could that be an animal? I imagine that's possible. We don't know that. We just have no video. But we're not giving up on that. 2:28. Nancy's pacemaker app shows that it was a disconnect from the phone. And at 11:56 a.m.
That's when the family goes to check on her and finds her missing.
Got it.
Yeah, I think that is kind of interesting that they would disconnect the doorbell camera because that would probably have the best view. But they didn't bother with any of the exterior cameras. And it tells me they didn't know that she didn't have a subscription. Like that whatever service she has, it's not actually recording anything, but it's just alerting, hey, there may be somebody outside. Sometimes it is an animal. Sometimes it's a passing car that the software confuses for a person. I know mine is pretty good at actually calling what's a person, what's an animal, what's a vehicle. So I don't know what kind of system that she had.
And the reports of smashing cameras?
So that, it just sounds like what he's saying is that, around like after midnight, somebody did disconnect the most obvious camera that was there.
All right.
Pacemaker thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
That it got disconnected from the phone.
Well, would that be...
they all tied together?
No, but if they left her phone behind and then she got out of range of the connection, then that would indicate it. It's speculation, total speculation on my part.
Yeah.
But that would indicate that that's around the time when she was getting driven away or she was out of range.
Yeah, we're three jamokes, just talking like anybody else, just
spitballing it. Yep.
Yeah. Trying to figure out, well, like anybody, what happened and then who it could be, and who knows if they really have a person of interest or not. You really don't want to give that up.
No.
So, all right, man. Well, thanks for the update.
And a lot of the stuff you're going to hear, too, is to manipulate whoever has it or knows about it.
Could be, yeah.
I mean, when you put it out in the public, you're trying to trick them into something.
Also, somewhat related, the FBI has made an arrest in a hoax ransom note that was sent. I don't know if that's the same one that was sent. I don't know. It seems like they're taking the one that TMZ and local news was reporting on pretty seriously. So they've gotten a lot of hoax ransom demands, and the FBI is going after every single one of them.
Good. I mean, I hate that crap.
Oh, yeah.
Just, we weirdos.
No kidding. Okay. Other things. So Super Bowl Sunday, NBC is going to air this interview with Trump. Some of it's already coming out.
A lot of it is.
Yeah. David's had a lot of clips today.
Oh, yeah.
And this has to do with Minneapolis?
Yeah, the shootings of Alex Preddy and Renee Good in particular in Minneapolis.
All right.
Speaking of Minneapolis, after the shooting of Renee Good, you said ICE made some mistakes. What were the mistakes?
Well, look, I'm not happy with the two incidents. It's not, it's both of them, not one or the other. He was not an angel, and she was not an angel. You look at some tapes from back, but still, I'm not happy with what happened there. And nobody could be happy, and ICE wasn't happy either. But I'm going to always be with our great people of law enforcement, ICE, police. We have to back them. If we don't back them, we don't have a country.
You mentioned Renee Good and Alex Preddy not being angels. Do you think any of that justified what happened to them, though?
No, I don't. It should have not happened. It was a very sad, to me, it was a very sad incident, two incidents. And, they mention the one now, they don't mention the other. Well, I think they were both sad. And who feels worse about it than anybody? The people of ICE. They're strong, tough people, and they have to be tough because we're dealing with hardened criminals.
So have you seen any reaction, David, to that statement?
Well, it's kind of been a mixed bag because I totally understand what he's saying. But there are some conservatives who are a little bit miffed, you might say, that he's saying, well, maybe a softer touch or something like that. I think it's because they're realizing the optics are not good. And yeah, you can, and I'll agree with you if you make the argument that this is exactly what people like Tim Walz want. They want people to be putting themselves on the line and putting themselves in a situation where law enforcement does something dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
And they love it. They want blood in the streets. And I think Trump recognized that and said, okay, look, we're going to try to get some sense of calm. It doesn't mean that the deportations are stopping. I think that's where the conservative backlash to that is unwise, just because they're not stopping the actual operation. They're just saying, okay, let's try to manage the left-wing goons that are out in the street a little bit better.
Yeah, the part where it was talked about justified is what I wondered about. Let me hear that part again.
Not being angels. Do you think any of that justified what happened to them, though?
No, I don't. It should have not happened.
Okay. But you can say, yeah, they shouldn't have died. However, let the investigation play out, or If someone's telling you to get out of the car, you should probably get out of the car and not try to run somebody over.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, yep. Yeah, in both cases, they put themselves, the people who were killed, put themselves in really bad situations on purpose because somebody told them that was a good idea.
Yes, it's true. You think about what has happened just to Minnesota, Minneapolis in particular, in the last 6 years. It's something.
It is something. It really
Well,
it
and there's
really
other
is.
cities. I mean, Portland.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
There's a whole piece today from Real Clear Investigations about Portland from Mark Hemingway. We've got so many friends in Portland, and yeah, we can't go through all of it. I mean, it's a long piece. The title, Model City, Portland's Journey from Symbol of Chic to Shabby. Like, there's still nice parts, don't get me wrong, of course. So good people, but the nuts have been running things for quite a while now, and you see the effects of it, and it's a really well-done story. And part of it talking about the economic doom loop that's happening right now.
Yeah.
And this is what happens to these progressive cities with those policies. They don't work.
No, they don't work. And name one of these progressive cities that's been better.
You can't.
Over the last 10, 15 years. You can't.
No, you can't.
They don't build anything. They wreck stuff.
It's true.
They don't build anything.
No.
And the people who do build things, they run them out of town.
A lot of times.
Because they make too much money or whatever.
All the businesses
what are we
that
doing?
have left. Yeah, I know.
We're not doing this anymore. We don't have to do this anymore.
Too bad.
It's crazy. Well, look at Mondami. Look what's going on right now in New York.
Oh, my God.
Trash piled up everywhere. No snow removal.
Yeah.
People don't have electricity.
How many homeless died of freezing to death?
Oh, like 17 or 18 now.
Yeah.
That's not being reported anywhere.
Because he wants the tents back out there.
Yeah, because they weren't going to do homeless sweeps ahead of the storm.
Yeah.
Because, hey, we don't want to criminalize homelessness. We just want to let them die.
Yeah, and they did. En masse, they died.
Man, oh, man.
And people don't have any electricity. There's like so many people that are lower income. They don't have any electricity right now.
I saw
Still
one video, and this was from a few days ago, but because you've got these snowbanks that have been built up along the side of the road, and then trash day comes, and the trash cans the trash trucks aren't coming.
Right.
And so it was a rat burrowing out from a frozen lump of garbage. And it's just, New York certainly does have a brand, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Man, oh, man. And all these, just the crazy policies, and then it goes down to the schools. Like in Washington State, the school taking kids to an anti-ICE protest.
Yes.
And dude, this dad, did you see this thing? It went viral. I had to send it to Andres and say, dude, could you edit on this?
Oh, boy.
Because the dad was out of his mind.
Did he edit it?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you telling me you don't trust Andres?
I love Andres, but I'm just worried. David, on the button, please.
Well, if you're saying on the button, that means you don't trust it.
That means I just want to make sure. I'm just being cautious.
Do you not want me to play it?
I do want you to play it. I really do. I'm dying to hear it now.
Risking it for the biscuit?
That's what we're doing.
Okay, roll it.
But my son just called and said that his school just brought him to a protest. So he's currently at a protest. I'm fitting to go rage. Who the said you could bring my child to a protest? Any of our kids to a protest. They see what's happening today. Bringing kids out there now. Purposely. Schools. Washington State. Send this out. Washington State. Sending their kids to protest.
Yeah, not happy.
Wow. I'll see you soon. Let me give you a little rundown on the way there. White Center, we call out here Rat City. If anybody from Washington State knows this Rat City is not an area you bring kids, let alone bring kids to a protest in this piece of If anybody knows White Center, you know Rat City is dangerous. Why are you bringing our kids into dangerous territory with protesting going on?
Yeah.
Well,
remember the parents used to have to sign off on the old field trip?
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to do it? You're just, we're taking them to the protest. Oh, no, people should be losing jobs over that.
Well, yeah.
Taking him to the protest.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
In Rat City.
Yeah, that's right.
Take me down.
Mm-hmm. Take me down to the Rat City where the
trash is out and it's really stinky.
And the rats aren't hungry.
No, they're not. They're well fed.
Different story out there. I want to see what you think of this. Dude from Bismarck, North Dakota, Casey Chapman bought a house in Fargo, and then he found something in it he never expected. So contractors were redoing the floors. They pulled up a floorboard with an old newspaper under it for padding, and it's Casey's deceased mom on the cover of it. How wild is that?
Whoa. Gosh.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Submitted for your approval.
Here's the clip of him talking about it. I don't think he was as freaked out by it. I thought it was kind of cool, I guess.
In order to level it out, I am told by the contractor, they put newspaper behind it, which apparently was very common just to bring it up to that level. And he handed me this board. And on the back of the board was the front page of the Fargo Forum ripped in half and stuck onto these nails. Looked at the picture, is my mother. That's my mom right there. I had goosebumps. Here's, one of my mom's great moments. Somebody said it's a God wink. I didn't really know that term, and I went and looked it up, and kind of a sort of a inspiration, divine inspiration of some sort. And I thought, I can buy that.
Yeah, I get it, dude.
That would be weird. That would weird me out.
You mean you wouldn't move in?
I don't know.
Or you'd be cursed if you didn't. The 5 stories we're watching today, and that answer straight ahead.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA, a condition that leads to retinal cell death and permanent vision loss. But with Izervay, you can
slow it down, get it going slower.
Izervay slows GA progression by targeting a key source of retinal cell death, which may help preserve your vision longer. Izervay, or Avastin Capted Pagel, is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Have you been overindulging a bit over the holidays? Come on, who hasn't? Heavy food, sweet desserts, having maybe a little extra holiday cheer, all of that can really take a toll on your liver. And if you're looking to kick off 2026 feeling better than you did at the end of 2025, a smart place to start is taking care of the organ that's been working overtime.
Yeah, you can easily add Active Liver from New Nordic to your daily routine. It comes in easy-to-take tablets or great-tasting gummies, and it helps support your body's natural detox process. Active Liver from New Nordic helps out with digestion issues, make you feel less bloated. It can help give you better energy and make you feel less worn down overall, which after the holidays, between, the food, the drink, the family sometimes, that's saying something.
So get the new year off to a healthier start with Active Liver. It's a simple, delicious daily detox. You can find it online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com, or pick it up at CVS, ShopRite, Meijer Grocery, and now even Wegmans. Check it out. Active Liver. New year, new you. New Nordic.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. And now, the 5 stories we're watching today.
Number 5, this is hilarious. Former Vice President Kamala Harris has launched what she's calling headquarters. It's a Twitter account and a Substack page, but it's the new Gen Z-led progressive content hub.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Good luck with that.
She wants to run again.
Yeah.
She's going to run again.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Number 4.
I can't wait.
Yeah, number 4, Virginia Democrat. Lawmakers are moving to pass a 10-to-1 Democrat to Republican 2026 congressional map. Right now, Virginia is basically split. They've got 6 Democrats and 5 Republicans. So they are, they're playing for keeps.
Yeah, they are.
Number 3, despite new polling showing that 71% of Democrats want voter ID passed, Senator Chuck Schumer says it is Jim Crow 2.0. Number 2, the FBI has announced a $50,000 reward for information leading to 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie's recovery. This is the mom of Today Show anchor Savannah Guthrie. And on that note, they are firming up the timeline a little bit. The night, or should I say early morning, of her disappearance 1:47 a.m. is when the doorbell camera disconnected. Then, about half an hour later, a person was detected on another camera on the property, but that footage wasn't saved because she didn't have a subscription. Then 2:28, so again, about 15 minutes after the person detected on the camera, the pacemaker disconnected from the phone. So it seems like that's the moment when she had been driven away from the home, the phone left behind.
Got it. Okay. Well, on the one story about voter ID and what Chuck Schumer said, do you want to hear the reaction from Stephen A. Smith and Bill Maher?
Oh, yes. Sure.
Oh, yeah, they think it's really stupid to do
Don't
that.
engage in that kind of hyperbole, because we're living in the year 2026, and when you start bringing up Jim Crow 2.0, you're trying to harken back to a time that most people recognize. No, we're not living in those times right now. Of course, we've got our troubles, but we're not doing. Don't do that, because that's playing right into Trump's hands. Was I right in saying that?
And yes, and you're factually right. It's this thing that he's trying to do with not conceding elections. It's not primarily a racial issue. Not everything is primarily a racial issue. It has racial overtones, as does everything in this country. But yes, you're right. It's foolish to make it about that. And it's also foolish because Biden used that exact phrase about voting in Georgia. And then they did polling after that next election came up, and even the black folks said we had no problem voting.
What do you mean by even the black people? This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins show.
Man, if you want to split hairs, there you go. Yeah.
But yeah.
So, like you say, don't engage in the kind of hyperbole that's just going to bite you in the ass.
Wow. That's their advice to Chuck Schumer. Yeah. Thought that was interesting. Did you hear a bunch of honey got recalled because it's loaded with Cialis?
Where would that be?
It's like a honey supplement or something from some company I've never heard of.
Yes. It's got energy support on it.
Yeah.
It's a Virginia company called Acarco?
Sure.
AKKARCO.
Oh, yeah, he came second in the home run derby last year.
There you go. You got it. The Robbins Trifecta coming up. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Who should be worried, David?
Well, that would be the supreme leader of Iran.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And President Trump, well, of course, the U.S. military has been making moves in the Middle East, apparently getting ready to get rough with Iran again. President Trump was asked about it on NBC.
Okay. This is part of the whole big, long interview?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Should the supreme leader in Iran be worried right now?
I would say he should be very worried, yeah. He should be. As you know, they're negotiating with us.
I know they are, but the protesters have said, where are the Americans? You promised them we would have their back. Do we still have their back?
Well, we've had their back, and look, that country's a mess right now because of us. We went in, we wiped out their nuclear.
So that's the question. If we wipe them
we
out,
have peace in the Middle East.
Yeah.
If I didn't take out their nuclear, think of it. If we didn't take out that nuclear, we wouldn't have peace in the Middle East, because the Arab countries could have never done that. They were very, very afraid of Iran.
Yeah.
They're not afraid of Iran anymore. We wiped out those beautiful B-2 bombers. One's right over there. Those beautiful little model. Those beautiful B-2 bombers went in and they hit their target, every single bomb, and obliterated it. And because of that, they were going to have a nuclear weapon within 1 month.
Yeah.
Within 1 month, they were going to have a nuclear weapon.
Yeah.
That was a big threat. They're not going to have it anymore.
But if we obliterate it, what's the deal about? I mean, if there's no more, are they trying to restart the nuclear program?
Well, I heard that they are, and if they do, and I let them know, if they do, we're going to send them right back and do their job again.
So your understanding is they tried to restart it, and that's why you're threatening force?
They tried to go back to the site. They weren't even able to get near it. There was total obliteration. But they were thinking about starting a new site in a different part of the country. We found out about it. I said, you do that, we're going to do very bad things to you.
Well,
just hearing the back and forth and Trump steamrolling.
Oh, yeah.
Dude's trying to get another question in there.
Well, the only thing missing from all of this is the sternly worded letter, because that works every time.
Well, yeah, they really
why
skipped
he would
past
resort to violence, I don't know what.
Gee whiz.
That's all about, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Well, that'll be interesting to see on Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah.
Want it, though?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
They don't edit the damn thing. I'm just telling you right up front.
What do you mean?
Guys, you know how they do that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, CBS did it. I don't think NBC will do it. I don't think they're that stupid.
Probably not.
To try to pull that shenanigans again.
So, a lot of talk about the halftime show, of course. Bad Bunny, is he going to say anything? Who knows? And then you got Green Day playing before the Super Bowl. Are they going to say anything about Trump? I would guess they probably will.
Probably. There'll probably be something. I don't care.
That's his M.O., that dude.
Yeah.
Billy Joe
Armstrong guy, yeah. That's
it
what he
always
does.
cracks me up when people clown him for being this, millionaire guy.
Yeah.
It's still supposed to be the punk, but you're old and who cares?
Fighting against the power, man.
Please.
Okay, dude.
That's a genre that rarely ages well.
Yeah. Whatever. I don't care. But I will be tuning into the Turning Point halftime show. I want to see what Kid Rock's going to do. I'm sure he'll be having some fun. Remember a couple of years ago, The Weeknd played. I know we had talked about it at the time. And the reason I bring up The Weeknd, just saw his song, Blinding Light, hit 1 billion views on YouTube.
Wow.
Whoa.
And another song hit 1 billion views on YouTube. A band from the 70s.
Really?
Yes. Who could guess the band?
Creed.
No.
That's all right.
From the 70s.
That's the 80s, yeah.
That's not
90s.
the 80s.
90s.
Late 90s.
Obviously, we're just talking about them.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin.
No.
The Eagles?
No.
Queen.
No. We could keep going until someone is a winner.
Pink Floyd.
No.
Kenny Loggins.
Think of biggest bands of the 70s.
Was it a Fleetwood Mac song?
How about concert ticket sales, 70s, big?
Journey.
No.
Kind of more 80s, too.
Van Halen.
Van Halen.
No, because that was late 80s. First album was 78.
Yeah.
You give?
Matt Halen.
Kiss.
Wow.
Wow.
What song hit 1 billion views on YouTube from Kiss?
Beth?
No.
Rock and Roll All Night.
No, I don't think you'll get it.
Love Gun.
No.
I Was Made for Loving You.
Yes. I Was Made for Loving You.
Well, it's kind of a dancey song.
Yeah, it was kind of their disco thing.
Yeah.
And then it came back with that movie a couple of years ago. It was prominent. Yeah, in the Ryan Gosling movie.
Yeah.
So
I like that song. I know a lot of Kiss fans don't like that song.
I know.
It's not one of their favorites.
But you're a top 40 guy,
Yeah.
so that makes sense. Something else before your trifecta. Study found the cheapest and priciest grocery stores in America.
Mm-hmm.
What is the most expensive?
Trader Joe's.
Whole Foods.
No. Yes.
Whole Foods?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that as a grocery store, but it is.
What about the cheapest? And they compare all these to just Walmart.
Okay.
Like,
Aldi?
what is cheaper than Walmart?
I was going to say Aldi. Too.
Aldi is in the running. It's 8% cheaper. But they're not the cheapest. There's 3 cheaper.
Oh,
Publix?
Nope. BJ's Wholesale.
BJ's Wholesale?
Never heard of that.
I don't know that
A little
one
bit. The cheapest is Costco.
Oh, yeah.
21.4% cheaper.
Wow.
Would you have guessed that?
No, I've never been to Costco.
Well, part of it is, I guess, if you're going by like 12 ounces or you're like sort of leveling out for the amount, of food you're getting. I guess that makes sense.
But for some people, it wouldn't make sense because you're buying a lot of bulk stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, just interesting. All right, you ready for your big three?
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's do it.
Are you ready?
1, 2, buckle my shoe on.
It's the 3 most important news stories of the day.
I hit the trifecta.
Well, at least according to Scott Robbins. It's the trifecta on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Every day about this time, Scott Robbins' top 3 stories, helped by his hero.
I'm Casey Kasem. Oh, you counted down Kiss, didn't you? I Was Made for Loving You.
Yes.
I know you did. I heard it.
Well, I think you probably played it, didn't you?
You did. Here's a dance song from a rock band.
I'm ready.
Okay, fine. I'm telling you, he doesn't like it when I mock him.
3.
Really doesn't like it. All right, number 3.
Give it up.
Okay, fine.
Speculation runs rampant about a tennis player.
This is weird. A French tennis star, Hugo Humbert, in a little hot water after bizarrely checking his phone during a match. This took place in Virginia, by the way. He was up, by the way, while the match was being played. And then there was, you know how they do that little timeout thing or break or whatever?
Sure.
He walked over, digs through his bag, looks at his phone, puts his phone back, goes out there. That's frowned upon.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
So then he went out and tanked the last 3, by the way.
Yeah, he was checking where he was on Prize Picks. Yeah,
exactly. Well, and you know what? It very well could have. That's what they're afraid of. That there was some gambling shenanigans going on. He checked his phone to find out what he was supposed to do.
Really?
Well, that's speculation.
An innocent man.
Yeah, well, I don't know. There's no word about it from his camp, by the way. Given how the tiebreaker ended and the fact that Humbert had already squandered away at 3 match points in the set. Didn't take long, tennis fans, before they start drawing a little flimsy line to perhaps match fixing. That was going on.
I ain't going to stand for it.
I mean, they don't let you look at your phone. That's against the rules, too.
Interesting.
You're not supposed to look at your phone.
Yeah, I get it. Wow.
The countdown doesn't stop till we reach the top.
Yeah, Scott Robbins trifecta, his top 3 of the day, and now number
2.
Number 2, Eric Swalwell, Democrat representative running for governor of California. He's back. He's throwing the plates around in the gym because he's a he-man.
Oh, come
Well,
on.
according to Eric Swalwell, the gym has become a confessional of sorts for people of the Republican persuasion, the people who supported Donald Trump, but now don't, but they're afraid to say so publicly. So instead, those Republicans choose to confess their true but secret Trump opposition to Eric Swalwell while on the elliptical in the House gym.
So we're supposed to believe Republicans go there and say, yeah, I got to tell you, Eric,
Hey,
I'm
Eric,
really...
can I talk to you for a second?
An incredible claim.
Yeah, it sure is. Swall originally told the story on a podcast, and he's gone back and said it again. He claims the real political tea spilling is at the gym. He claims Republicans are quietly trashing Donald Trump between sets, and he's there for it. Now, one of the congressmen, Greg Steube, is that how you pronounce his name? I don't know. Okay, Greg Steube said, hey, listen, I'm in the gym every morning. I haven't seen that guy in there one time. Not once. The only time anyone should believe Swalwell is if he's giving tips on how to be duped by a Chinese spy.
Ooh. Nice one.
He's claiming the guy's never even in there. And based on the video we saw of him jacking iron, I would believe it.
And the countdown continues.
Remember that? He had like 50 pounds on the bar. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3.
And finally, 1.
Number 1, Miranda Devine, writer with the New York Post, has a take on Ketanji Brown. Well, you saw her, Supreme Court Justice, at the Grammys.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
She was at the Grammy Awards.
Yeah.
Why?
Of course, she was nominated for a Grammy.
Oh, the spoken word thing?
The spoken word book.
Oh, boy.
So she's sitting there, and they're doing all the F-ice and, stolen land crap, and she's clapping like, she's going right along with it. Now, is she going to excuse herself from hearing any Supreme Court arguments that have anything at all to do with immigration?
Oh, heck no.
Because I'll tell you what, if it was she was on the other foot, they'd be screaming to high heaven to recuse herself. She won't. I'm sure you're right, David. She probably won't at all. Golly. You can't be impartial.
No.
You can't be impartial. You put yourself in that position.
Yes.
You shouldn't have gone.
You should
number
not have
one.
gone. You're absolutely right about that.
And there's no reason for her to be there other than she was nominated from spoken word thing, which, by the way, is not on the telecast anyway.
Right.
That I'm aware of.
But I'm sure she wanted to hobnob.
Well, of course, she gets to rub elbows with people she'd never get a chance to rub elbows with in her previous life.
But just because you're invited doesn't mean you have to go. Casey gets invited every year.
Believe me, I didn't want to go.
Well, you don't go. I've never seen you there. You should be there. Casey has more business being there than she does. Well, I wish you would go and take me along with you.
No way. And there you have it.
The Scott Robbins trifecta top 3 of the day.
Dangly and spangly when he goes.
I'm on fire.
You are, too.
Wow. A lot of confidence there. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Scott Robbins trifecta. Well done, Scotty. News update and Nimrods in the news in just a few.
Thank you.
Have you been overindulging a bit over the holidays? Come on, who hasn't? Heavy food, sweet desserts, having maybe a little extra holiday cheer, all of that can really take a toll on your liver. And if you're looking to kick off 2026 feeling better than you did at the end of 2025, a smart place to start is taking care of the organ that's been working overtime.
Yeah, you can easily add Active Liver from New Nordic to your daily routine. It comes in easy-to-take tablets or great-tasting gummies, and it helps support your body's natural detox process. Active Liver from New Nordic helps out with digestion issues, make you feel less bloated. It can help give you better energy and make you feel less worn down overall, which after the holidays, between, well, the food, the drink, the family sometimes, that's saying something.
So get the new year off to a healthier start with Active Liver. It's a simple, delicious daily detox. You can find it online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com or pick it up at CVS, ShopRite, Meijer Grocery, and now even Wegmans. Check it out. Active Liver. New year, new you. New Nordic.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Michaela's Mobile Spa, Michaela! Michaela got a quick business insurance quote from Progressive and chose from over 30 customizable coverages. Sure, it helps she's her only employee and does literally everything. But while others would rest on their laurels, Michaela was hard at work saving big. So take that, hypothetical other employee who doesn't exist. Be your own Michaela. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
All right. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Big game Sunday. This Sunday. It's almost here. This is it. Your last shot to cash in on football before we're just stuck complaining about our fantasy team and how they sucked. That's why Prize Picks is there to save the day. America's #1 sports picks app. Honestly, it's a lot of fun, too, because it always feels good to be right. So here's how it works. You pick 2 or more players. You decide if they're going to go for more or less, and boom, you're in. And right now, use code MVCR on Prize Picks. They'll give you $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Not later. They're going to do it right away. They've also added this new social feed feature. This is kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of like stealing good ideas. You can copy winning lineups with just one click. Follow other users. You can tail them or fade them or do whatever you want. And now they've got the early payouts, too. So if your guy gets really hot, you don't have to wait. You can cash out before the game's even over. That's pretty cool. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MVCR. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code MVCR. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
News update, David Van Camp.
Well, I failed to mention something about Kamala's headquarters thing. What is it? She described it as
HQ?
Yeah, the new Gen Z-led progressive content hub. Okay. They couldn't get the Twitter handle @headquarters. Somebody else uses it. And so it is, they had to use, it's headquarters 67. And it did not really occur to me until just now that, they're trying to go off of the 6-7 meme thing.
That's almost over.
It is over. Okay, I'll tell you, I've got one kid in elementary school, one kid in preschool. When it has filtered down and is out of the system of preschool kids, it's over. It's done.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. And again, who are these idiots to do this?
Well, it's usually people from Ivy League universities or the, prominent ones, and they come out into these think tanks, and they're going to be your new political consultants because they've got their ear on the street.
Let's get into the 6-7 craze, Kamala. Let's do it.
Let's do it now.
Oh, gosh. Saw this from Entertainment News. Remember Chris Harrison? He was the original Bachelor host. You used to watch it.
Yeah.
And he got canceled.
Yeah.
I mean, it was weak what they canceled him for.
Yeah, he was something ridiculous.
Well, it was the girl that had gone to a Southern party, and they're like, well, that was racist. He's like, listen, the girl just kind of went to the party when she was, whatever age. I mean, she should be canceled for this. It's like he stuck up for her, and then it's like, oh, that's so troubling. Apparently, he is back with a new dating show for people seeking a traditional marriage. And in part of the story I was reading, it says it's not totally clear what is meant by a traditional marriage. I think that's the trad wife.
Yeah.
Sort of craze that's been going on.
Are people going to pick their spouse on the show?
Well, it's saying it's seeking contestants who want a traditional marriage-minded partnership built on commitment and shared values. So we're looking for singles who believe in clear roles, long-term commitment, and building a life together, and who are dating with real intention.
That's so boring, though.
No matter what, we are in for some incredible journeys.
Every time.
Well, yeah, it's the journey, really.
Yeah. So, that's why you tune in, Scott.
What it's about.
You love it.
The journey.
All right, we got to get to Nimrods here.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrods in the News, we go to the UK where a father is scared of his son, especially after the son broke into his house on Christmas just to make himself a ham sandwich.
That's it?
Well, he was already scared of him, but then he just breaks in because I'm hungry. Yes. Guy's name is John Luke of New Biggin by the Sea. I had not heard of that before.
That's Led Zeppelin recorded, I think.
Is that where they did that?
Yeah.
He says, I just want him to leave us alone.